Hey, welcome everybody. Thanks for joining today. We're going to do some faction warfare now. And faction warfare for Caldari is looking really great at the moment. So we're going to go out and get ourselves some of that. Let's see here. We are tier 4 right now. That'll very possibly go back up. It's been hovering tier 4, tier 5. So maybe we'll have to pump some stuff. So anyway, looks like I have a new application in. Let me see what apps I got. You can join us if you want. So let me post in live shows what the corp is. It's Basilisk Hogs. This is Caldari. And so the faction warfare fleet. Okay, this is really going to cater to people who are in faction warfare. You need to be Caldari or a Mar. If you are independent or a pirate or whatnot, you can join us. The issues is that sometimes when you're engageable by others, we are not able to engage. I will not shoot blues. So I will not be involved in the death of blues. And it really causes me a huge standings hit when I do that. And now I'd just like to kill them all, but you know, I got to keep my standings sufficient for this. I took a huge hit here of 0.1 for combat aggression there, but there's another one here too that I did, and this was last week, and it hurt. See here, I took a negative 1.2, which put me down to 0.75, and so that's a huge hit, and I'm just not going to do that again. I can't afford that. If I did that again, I'd be negative, and I'd have to exit out of the corp. So you just can't shoot blues. This appears to be a change that's put in that I did not know about. Usually I go through all the release notes and everything. This is one that I didn't even see. Maybe they didn't announce it, but the standings hit that you take now is huge. So it is absolutely huge. And so that's a real problem. Anyway, you can join us too if you want to join Faction Warfare at one of the NPC corps. You can. So I'm inviting everybody to... I'm inviting everybody I can. That person had roles. You have to drop your corporate roles before you can apply. So, come on, you just lost to Phoenix. Sounds expensive. Okay, so I will accept people in. And, anyway. So this character here, she is really good. This stuff. We're going to be flying out of Ottoman. And so I am going to jump over there. I've got implants in right now. That's why I'm up here, this location. So jump down there. We will make a fleet. So comms, our Discord. If you need the URL, it's discord.gg/MarkeeDragon. ! Discord in the Markee Dragon Twitch chat. hopping on comms right now. Red Tiger, good luck with faction warfare. Like Galante went. Oh, yeah, that's what you were apologizing for. All right. So we're starting an Onamon. And looks like we have a couple of other court mates here. Okay, another new application. It doesn't surprise me that we're getting applications because it's paying really well right now. I mean, like, really well. So I invite you blind, and then in a couple of days I check standings. If you are negative standings in Caldari State or State Protectorate, then it's an issue. You will be kicked if you're not in within, if you haven't fixed that within a couple of days. Plea, it's in the Markee Dragon Twitch chat. So it's discord.gg/Markee Dragon is comms. I see people hopping in there. Okay, so you can X up in one of two places. Live shows, LIVESHOWS, channel in-game, if you'd like in the fleet, or if you're in Corp, you can X up in there. And I will add you. Okay, so building this fleet now. I'm going to turn on free move. So you can move yourself into a squad leader position if you're willing to help add people. All right. Okay, so I am putting in fleet chat starting system. There we go. Okay, I recommend frigates. Frigates are what I recommend. And I'm giving people talk rights.
You, sir, rock.
Hey, RR, you may want push to talk on. Ferric Oxide, thank you so much for... Thank you so much for the sub. Let's see here. I'll hook you up. $1,000 gold to you. Spend that however you want. Dungeon raids, dancers, space prints. We get it for Ferric Oxide. Because of them, another 10 gold to everybody here in their honor. So thank you, thank you. Okay. So, looks like we have a few people, which is good. So like I said, I recommend frigates. You can fly something bigger, but the problem is that it's going to be it is going to be difficult to keep up. So I am going to bring out a ship that was a lot of fun last time. May even have some kill marks on it already. If I can remember where the kill marks are. Right
What,
here.
on the Jackdaw?
No, on Garmer.
I think it's on the back left.
Yeah, it's in the mid right. So just one kill mark on it. Okay, so I enabled you again. You still don't have push to talk on. Okay, I'm muting you again. All right. So, all right, you got to have push to talk on. You got to have a headset on or something to keep from getting feedback so I don't hear myself. You don't have to join the corp to fleet up. To join us, X up in live shows, LIVESHOWS in game. We prefer that you're in Caldari or Amar Faction Warfare. You cannot be in Galante or Mimitar Faction Warfare. But you can be pirate. It's just that some of the fights you may be doing on your own as a pirate, we may not be able to engage. Okay, so here's our starting system in fleet. And for those of you who've flown before with me, you know this is where we start out. This is where we start out, and let's see here. It's where we typically start out. So maybe I have another app. Let's see. Oh, a couple of them. Okay. So, and you guys would be happy to know that spoke with Rolas, and we've added a couple more people that can accept applications and manage people here in the Corp. So. Can you see my pretty fit, please? Sure. So this is kind of a traditional fit, except I can warp disrupt you at 39K.
Nice.
I think that I've got Mastery 5 on this. I do. And so this thing is an absolute beast. So, oh, here I'll link my fit in into live shows for people. This fit is made by JJ, who might be here today. Might even join us in the fleet. JJ, master at one-on-one PvP. He's very good at it. So. He sent me several fits, and this is the first one that I've tried, and I love it. It's really great. So, but it's expensive, 212 million, and yeah, so it costs a little bit, but it's very effective. The last one I had, I think, had 5 or 6 kills on it before I died, and I'm happy with this one. All right, so we are. Think you got your push to talk fixed? Okay, hopefully you have your headphones on too. So, and give a few other people talk rights. So anybody who has really annoying comms, well, then I just mute you. But the gist of it is that the main thing is to be able to hear. Like when I yell, "Oh shit, run," that you're not waiting to hear that on the stream. Because you'll be a little bit behind. And
You'll be dead.
Yes, and you'll be saying, "Oh shit, dead." So, yeah. Other than that, you don't have to talk if you don't want to. If you do want to, you can. Just as long as it's, on topic and not at inappropriate times. So, like when I'm yelling, "Oh shit, run," you want to talk about your dog licking your leg or whatever. I don't care. I was just trying to think of something dumb, and that was the first thing that came to my mind. Someone's dog licking their leg.
Hey, Marcus, what's the command to join the fleet in your Twitch chat? I didn't catch it when you told me.
So there is no command in Twitch chat to join. You got to be in live shows, LIVESHOWS, in-game. That channel in-game.
Oh, it's an in-game chat channel. Oh.
Yes. Fat Penguin's asking for that fit from the last show. If somebody's still in live shows from the last show when I posted the fit for the Aquator, if you could repost it for them in live shows. I am not on that character anymore, so sorry I can't post it again, but I did post it there, I don't know, 45 minutes ago or so. Okay. I'm going to make I'm going to set a destination here. And then if you haven't made it here yet, no sweat, you'll be able to catch up. Hopefully you are in a frigate. We're going to go out and get ourselves some LP today. And everyone's going to be setting their route to prefer less secure. That is A next to route, upper left of your screen. And you're going to want prefer less secure. And that is going to keep us in low sec, which will be the best. And it'll keep us all in all faction warfare areas. Hey, so I'll, let's see, we've got a third squad that's still empty. Anybody who's in the fleet, I have free move on. Move yourself to squad 1 commander or squad 3 commander if you are willing to accept people in who in live shows are asking to be added to the fleet. So that would be nice. And then I think we're about ready. So looks like we have several of us here. As long as you're in a frigate, you should be able to catch up. You can ask in fleet chat what our current location is at any time. One of us will tell you. Please don't bark it out on comms or our destination.
Welcome to the Dragons.
You know, I know that we're not 100%, you know, stealth or whatnot, but it just helps keep down the ganking. Skullforged, Clipper Dubs, and Red Tiger, thank you for following. Welcome. Okay, first destination has been posted in fleet, set, lower security. If you do not, you're going to go the wrong way. Just saying. Hey, everybody who's here, go ahead and undock and free burn to the first system. If you've not flown in faction warfare before, each system you're going to want to save. You don't want to bookmark that you can warp to in the event that stuff's going wrong. And so make sure you have those. We'll get chances to make them in most systems. So I'm going to jump through into the first system, and then I'm going to warp to a safe. While we assess what's in there. Oh, and I forgot to change the screen. Sorry about that. And warp into a safe. So if you're new to faction warfare, one of the things you want to do out here is, even when you're at a safe, you want to keep moving, which means setting your throttle at 100%. If you're cap stable for having your propulsion on, you want your propulsion on. You will get scanned down out here. You will, people will find you with combat probes. You can warp to me if you need a safe. And so I'm going to start scanning sites. Looks like we have no opposing militia in here at the moment. Let's see, who owns this system? Caldari does. There's no contest in here, which means that there's no reason to do much in here. Okay, so I'm going to warp to the next system. I'm going to look in there. I'll tell you guys when to warp in. And that way we don't scare people with the fleet. I know there's not many of us here yet, but still don't want to scare them off. If we can catch somebody. Hey, go ahead and come on in. Warp into INN.
Warp drive active.
I'm checking the next system. Hey, there's nothing in here. Warp into
active.
PAV. I am checking out this small outpost. Just to see if it has any kind of timer on it, but there's no contest in here either, which means that there's not really any money to be made.
Warp drive active.
That fit for the Aquator was in the Eve live show. It was in Live Show's channel in Eve. It was posted about 45 minutes or an hour ago now. Hey, nothing on this. Okay, you guys can make safes in here.
What's our current system?
It's in fleet.
Have an echo.
Okay, so to the person who just said where we're at on comms, I said don't tell where we're at on comms. So, anyway, it's better to post it into the fleet chat.
Did you guys jump in to that current system?
Yes.
Okay, AIV, jump into AIV.
Warp drive active.
There's a whole bunch of nothing out here at the moment. It's going to take us a little bit to get to a system that's opposing militia as well.
Warp drive active.
I am scouting the system. Okay, so there is someone in one of these, but it's not. I'm pretty sure it's friendly. Let's go ahead and warp into AKI. I'm gonna warp into AKI. Make yourself safe in there. I'm gonna check out the next system. Okay, there's been some fights here, but can't scan anything from the gate. Go ahead and come on in to NEN. Jump on into NEN. Make yourself safe in here. Scanning this. There's no real contest in here. Hey, go ahead and check out some of the sites. See what the timer is
Warp
on them.
drive active.
See if there's anything that's really close. We have pirates coming into the system at the same time. Keep an eye out. We have hostiles coming. We have a lot of hostiles. Okay. Be prepared to go to your safes. Be prepared to go to your safes. We have a pirate fleet entering. I am orbiting the Caldari large outpost at 75. And they're here. They are landing in here. So they have a scout that's landed in here. So everybody make sure you're at a safe. This fleet's pretty good size. Holy shit, he is fast.
Warp drive active.
What's he in, a Dramiel?
A malediction. And he was flying at 9,000. What the fuck is that?
Probably implants.
9,000?
Yeah,
I've
he's
never
probably
seen-
He's probably oversized prop modded.
Holy shit, I've never seen 9,000 before. Or have I? I'm fast at 4,000. Holy shit. Well, I'm glad I left when I did. He was after me. He was within 50k of me. All right. Yeah, I have not encountered anything that fast before. To be honest, I'm pretty slow. Well, I'm at 4,700 in this. So yeah, he was at like 9,300 whenever I warped out. Snake breath. Okay. You're saying that that was an attempted stream snipe? Okay, so make sure you're at a safe. Zabwanga, hello. Zabwanga, don't be a
Welcome to the
dick.
dragons.
Okay, Abby, oh my god, thank you for following. Welcome. Okay. So, does anybody have eyes on these guys?
They're just jumping through the HI gate. It looks like. Yep, they're all sitting on the HI gate
Okay.
at range. I'm probably gonna get jumped here. Nope, they're jumping through. They're jumping into HI.
Okay. Thanks. Okay. Please head to ALD.
Warp drive.
Jump through,
active.
hold cloak.
Yeah, I'm trying out this new Tristan fit. Hopefully it works.
Trying out this new Atron fit. Hopefully mine works too.
Yeah, to make some mods too. It's a really old Tristan fit that I used to use.
It's just me, or does the Atron look like a cute little toy from Toy Story or something?
Warp drive.
It does.
It's just a cute little. It's such a cute little ship.
Sticky Lion, thank you for following. Welcome. Okay, so our one guy is left. All right. So head on through to VLI.
Warp drive. Active.
Jump through, hold cloak. Inverse flux. Yeah, you have roles. You have to drop your corporate roles. I can't invite you until you drop them.
Actually, you can just go into the chat in your like fleet chat or regular chat and right click and just step. It should say two things when you right click for quitting corp. It should say prepare for quitting corp and quitting corp. And if you just quit corp, you don't have to wait or anything.
Hey, jump to a safe in here. Immediately jump to a safe. So medium outpost has a Vexor. Head to the medium outpost.
Warp drive. Active.
Medium outpost. We're going to engage on this Vexor. Warp to it at 10. Do not warp to a person. Always warp to the listing in the overview. Warp to it at 10 so you don't bounce off the gate. I'm going in, see if I can tackle.
Warp drive. Active.
He's named Tristan, but he is a Vexor. This guy is... He is... He's bait.
You just did it. You able to get out?
Oh, he got out?
Are you able to get out? You said he's bait.
Oh, yeah. There's a curse in here. Curse.
Your security status has been lowered.
Vexor, where... Vexor just came back? Where was he? Why did I miss seeing him? Okay, stay on the Vexor. Shit. Why did I miss him?
Yeah, there's a Vexor and
Hey, we're... Stratios, okay, everybody get out, everybody get out. Disengage. We're getting too much in here. If you can, disengage. Wondering if that Stratios was cloaked in here. Okay, don't come in if you weren't already into this complex. Curse, Stratios, Vexer. They're all from the same corp. And they're not part of faction warfare. Yes, they can cloak in here as long as they're more than 30 outside of the cap. Yet somehow that Vexer, he just escaped my view. I saw him and then I thought he warped out. Hey, we lost one ship. I see in fleet. 2. Okay. You guys can reship and catch up to us. Let's see here.
So we only lost 2.
I'm gonna go repair.
Warp drive active.
I took a lot of heat damage there. A lot more than I expected. Okay, so I'm not sure who these guys are, but they're at least they're working as a team. At least 3 of them.
Looks like they might be all same corp.
They are FML.
Are we all meeting up at a certain station here?
Or a safe. I mean, I just went to a Citadel so I could repair. We'll assess what we got here. So we've got that Stratios in here. The Stratios presents, you know, a little bit of a challenge because he can be cloaked inside of one of the sites before we even get there. So he can catch us by surprise. Alright, check fleet chat. I'm going to jump through, assess
Warp drive active.
what we see, and then take it from there. Hey, jump on in, REN. REN. Make yourself safe in here. Okay, alright, come into MOC. Go to the medium outpost. The medium outpost. Warp to it at 10. There's a Tristan in there. 50-50 chance that they are not friendly.
Warp drive active.
And they've left.
The dragons.
Okay. They went to the novice outpost. Anybody you can tackle, go to the novice outpost. Now, whoever went to the novice installation, if it was one of us, you're going to the wrong place.
Warp drive active.
I'm in warp to the novice outpost. I've got a long tackle. A long one.
So there was another one that's at another site here. I'm trying to track him down to.
He's inside the Nova's outpost. Trying to tackle him.
Okay.
I'm taking gate.
He popped off again. It was
You,
safe.
sir, rock.
But his side was nearly done.
Okay.
Couple of Kestrels, a Loki, and a Tristan on these games. From the novice outpost. At 1 AU.
I'm going to assume they're friendly, but there's only one hostile in here and one neutral. Dirge, thank you for the follow. And NPL TV, thank you so much for the resub. 6 months in a row. 60 gold to everybody here in NPL's honor. Thank you. Okay, well, he's not warping over here, so. Okie dokie.
There's a neutral Loki at the novice.
A Loki, huh?
Thought we were supposed to go to the medium outpost.
Well, yeah, we went to the medium outpost when we first entered the system.
Target warped from the medium to the novice.
Okay, copy that.
Hey, don't engage the Loki. That doesn't sound like a good idea.
Tengu.
Don't engage the Tengu either. Hey. Let's see here. All right, let's head to REN.
Warp drive active.
I don't figure we need to chase this guy all over the place if he's just running. I'm heading into VLI.
Warp drive
I'm going to
active.
assess and then call you guys in.
Do you want us to hold on the VLI gate?
If you want, it's only us here. So, normally I wouldn't suggest that, but we're the only ones in here. Somebody coming through.
I would take the opportunity to make you a couple of save points while we wait to jump in.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Hey,
Warp drive active.
This is the same system where I think it's the same system where the Stratios was.
Yeah, it was.
Hey, go ahead and hop on into VLI. I'm currently at the Novice Outpost. Flashy Tristan just opened it, but then he ran off when he saw me.
He's at
Warp to the
the...
gate.
Yeah, he warped to the gate.
RE
Okay.
and gate.
Okay.
He jumped.
Hey, do we have anybody here who cannot get into a Novice? Guess not. Okay, so I'm headed into the Novice
Warp
Outpost.
drive active.
And we'll take out the rat in here. And start to keep a scan. Oh, we got a whole fleet coming in. Whole fleet coming in. There, well, maybe not. Shit, I'm just seeing a lot of stuff on scan. Let me scan better. Yeah, we got a whole fleet outside.
It's mostly us.
Yeah,
Most-
we're all landing.
You're all in?
We
Yeah,
just
we're
landed
landed.
like 4 at once.
Okay. So get some, I don't know. I don't know which ones are us. I would say that's a problem.
We need to figure out a tag to put in front of our ship name or something.
Hey, so get a little distance from the landing. Let's see if anything comes in here. I put an asterisk in front of my name. But do we have yeah, we do have a worm in here. Okay. Avar is friendly. And the other guy took off.
Indiana Jones is friendly.
Okay, well, just to say we accomplished something, we're going to capture this site, and we're going to see if anybody else wants to come in and challenge us. So, do we have anybody in with us that's not in faction warfare?
We could all use that symbol right there.
What, the Indiana Jones symbol?
I changed it now. I put it as asterisk like everyone else to be in uniform.
So this won't pay very much with all of us here, but at least I'll get just a little bit of LP. It actually might be enough to pay for any ships under 10 million.
I should see a timer, yeah.
I do see a timer.
I do not. I'm within 10K.
Okay, and you are in faction warfare?
Yes, sir. I'm in your corp, and I checked before I left. Said I'm at war, corp's at war, etc.
Yeah. So, and you're clicking on the Galante Novice Outpost? And
Yeah, I'm orbiting it. There's no timer.
okay, the capture point and not the landing point, not the beacon. You want the one that when you hover, its symbol says capture point, not beacon. Capture point will have a timer. Hey, Inverse Flux, you're in now. Hey, still nothing outside. I didn't realize we had this many people in fleet. This is good. So. Hey, I'm stepping away for just a moment. I'm going to stay in the zone here. I'll be right back.
Why did they even put that one puny little rat in here? I mean, it does absolutely no damage.
30-minute old character might have a little fight with him, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
Somebody using T1 drones and no skills.
Yeah, maybe Fred. Yeah, it's... I really wish somebody would just bomb in here and we could just crush them.
You gotta watch out. There's wreck of that worm. He killed me yesterday. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he killed me this morning.
And I was in Caldari, so how he's in Caldari, I don't know. Unless he just killed a blue, you know what I mean?
I'm back.
That wreck of that worm on D-Scan, I died to him yesterday in faction warfare, Caldari faction warfare.
He is in fleet and here with us.
Yeah.
So never mind, I'll save it for later.
Has anyone started a GoFundMe for Markee's backyard flooding situation? Oh wait, I forgot to change the screen here. Yeah, I think that flooding's normal. Yeah, we were not going to snipe that other guy either, the blue. I wasn't. I mean, last time they've changed how the standings work, and I took a huge hit the last one that I got pissed off with. So... Okay, so we have a worm, Atron, another Garmer, almost Navy issue, a couple of Kestrels, Tristans. Right. I think we're going to be in good shape for
Welcome
the
to
next
the Dragons.
adventure here. Okay, so 3 minutes left on this one. Dark Bear, thank you for following. Welcome. Okay, so we're going to capture this one, and then we're really going to try and make some LP.
Sounds good to me. I need to get a Diet Coke or something like that.
Well, you need to make enough LP to buy a Diet Coke?
Yeah, I need some loyalty points to get some Diet Coke out of the vending machine.
Right. Yes. Well, do make a video on how to convert those loyalty points into credits for the vending machine. We'll all want to know.
I wonder if CCP has a vending machine that takes loyalty points.
They don't. They just have
takes
refrigerators. They have refrigerators
ISK.
you just open and take it. They have chefs on staff there and everything. I've been to their kitchen before.
They need an ISK credit card or debit card, or like they have for Project Entropia, which is a real cash money game. That would be kind of cool. I don't know what use you have for it though.
Voosh and a claw. Looks like he just landed.
Hey. Yeah, I think they're with us, I suspect. Yep. Okay.
Welcome to the Dragons.
So this novice is going to pay. Yeah, we'll see how much it pays. It's going to be separated between. It's going to be shared between us all. We're at tier 4, so it's not going to be quite as much as it could be, but it'll still be good. And So. $10 seconds, we'll get paid. Not going to be a huge amount, but you'll all have some LP in your pockets.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Fifth time's the charm.
Alcyon, Gothnal, thank you for following. Welcome.
2,500.
2,500.
Okay.
Money, 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 money. Money.
Warp drive active.
So, let's head to the large outpost. I'm warping to it at 50. There's nothing on scan there at the moment. This is the system where we saw the Stratios. So, do be, and there are some wrecks here. So, do be aware of that. And actually, that battlecruiser is way out there. I think he'll come to us if we
Welcome to the Dragons.
orbit.
Ares. Scan.
I did see an Astero pop up about a minute ago. It closed pretty quickly.
Okay. Keep an eye out and be ready.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get my orbit going and a decent velocity, just in case somebody does come in.
Yeah. That battlecruiser's coming towards us. When he gets close to us, then we'll engage him. Just keep an eye on your scans, D-scans.
Coming in quick.
Yeah, I knew he'd come into us pretty quick. So, all right. We'll engage with the rat.
Like somebody's aggressive.
Is Mars space good for playing faction warfare? Well, there is faction warfare in a Mar. Alright. So we got that. What's the timer on this? Ooh, this one's... I didn't realize it was in overtime. It's at 27 minutes.
Be a big ass payout though, won't it?
Yes.
Pardon my language.
It will be a very good payoff. But it's going to take us like a half hour to get it. Now, if we go and find another one, then it's going to take us, whatever. So I guess we stay on this one. But do expect that we're probably going to see a fight here.
Everybody reload now.
That Astero's back up, sneaky beaky.
I still haven't seen him on scan.
He's cloaking. I mean,
But he's...
in and out.
Yeah, but
Up again.
he's not local here, right?
No, he's not local, but he's popping up on my D scan.
Okay.
I've only seen him twice.
Okay. I've been checking our short D scan and I haven't seen him on here yet, so...
He's within 1 AU. That's what my range is at, so he's not too far away.
Okay. Well,
Be careful
the
what you call them,
the
buddies.
problem with 1AU is that you've got so much stuff that's noise on there. You've got a gate and a station and a citadel. So he could just be going in and out of those and you wouldn't know.
Yeah, that's true. I should probably lower it.
You, sir, rock.
So Space Potato, thank you for following, welcome. And GM Discord, thank you for resubbing 15 months in a row. 150 gold to everybody here in honor of GM Discord.
Everybody see that militia chat down there?
No, but we can look.
25. 25 strong. That's kind of strong.
They're 4 away.
Yeah. Well, it won't be an issue for us unless they come here. 25 is probably too many for us.
A little bit, I think.
Unless they're all in ventures.
Yeah, the Russian miners are coming.
That would be hilarious.
It would be fun.
Or a fleet of Battlehawks.
Man, it's only 4 jumps. We're going to be here 24 minutes. We should just, be on the lookout anyway.
Yeah. Keep your D-scan. I'm keeping mine at 14.3 to see if they come in.
All right, well, you'll be able to see them in local chat by the numbers increasing, like we're +1 just now. Jordan's Canal, you don't think you could ever get into it because of the huge learning curve? It is hard, but if you get it, it's the most rewarding game I've ever played.
Same. I've been playing a lot of MMOs, RPGs, and other games, and I've always came back to this one.
Yep. Thing about Eve is there's never not something to do.
If you can't find something to do in Eve, you are doing it wrong.
Well, you're not doing it wrong. You just need to learn how to find the stuff. And so the answer to that is join a good corp.
Yeah.
Because the corp will help you create content. They'll help you, figure stuff out when you get stuck and everything. That is the number one best thing I can recommend to anybody who wants to play the game. And it doesn't matter how good you are, because everybody is shit when they first start the game. Because this game is so complex. I kid you not, and Shosundar, I'm going to get to your thing in just a second here. I kid you not, the first year that I played, I had Rolas come to me when we first started and started doing the 30-day challenge for Eve, and he came to me and he's like, join our corp, dude, we'll support you and help you out. And that was the 3rd or 4th time I had tried to play Eve. And it wasn't until that time that it actually stuck, and it's because I was able to ask them for help. And the first year that I played, especially playing on the show, because the show's a lot more pressure. You have a lot of people looking at you going, well, that's the wrong way, and all kinds of shit like that. Everybody's a backseat pilot. But, a lot of people are right, a lot of people are wrong in their suggestions and everything. But I kid you not, I always felt like my brain was on fire. And so it was mentally very, very draining. And, if your brain's a muscle, I was working it the fuck out. And it was great, though, because I, really learned a hell of a lot, and it's been very rewarding. Okay, comment. Let's tackle that comment. Watch for more coming in.
Well,
Hey, He's out. Okay, so that's what happens when you don't use DScan on the site that you're going to. You warp into something like us.
He was about a third of a second away from death right there, literally.
Yeah, I almost had him.
Me too. I almost had him locked.
Yeah, he could have been stabbed, but he's in a comet.
Yeah, you ain't gonna stab a comet. That's just.
Well, you might. You might.
If I had preheated or activated my disruptor, I might have, because I had him targeted and just didn't hit the disruptor before he was.
Yeah. All right, so Shosundar, thank you so much for the bits. 600 bits. That is 600 gold to everybody here in honor of Shosundar and all the cheers, saying love the show. Yeah. So maybe that's what we should do. You know, maybe I should make another. I have another streamer icon available. Do we have anybody who's an artist? Because that's always my problem, is somebody who can make me the damn icons. They're hard to make with that small. But really, we should put somebody's brain on fire. And that would be a good for, you know, mental challenge. Very befitting of Eve. So, yeah.
Eve is definitely a mental game.
Yes.
Spreadsheet Simulator Online.
Yeah.
Which, so, as a new player, I mean, I have 20 million skill points, but I'm just afraid of piloting trader. Never done PV. This is my first, you know, factional warfare fleet. Would you recommend joining a really large guild so I always have constant content before I join one of these smaller corps?
Well, I don't know that there's any reason to be in a smaller corp. You know, okay, so one of the reasons why I like air hogs is because they are so big. And but like, we're in a Hogs Corp right here.
Comet back.
Okay. Switch to the Comet primary. Okay, jumped out again.
Something died.
Did one of us die?
I saw an explosion here.
Yeah, but
That was probably the rat.
Yeah, I think that was the rat.
That's right.
So we nuked that rat before he even was fully in here.
I wonder if he's got a plan going on, if he's warping back and forth, if he's keeping tabs on us or something.
I don't know.
Local chat's still at 26, so nobody's come in. I mean, maybe plus minus a couple of people, but
He may have already been working this one and was just hoping that we'd be leaving.
Someone almost like drones.
So
you're saying there's no reason to, so like Airhawk. So would you recommend I join Airhawk?
okay, so if you're in faction warfare, I mean, are you already in the corp here for faction warfare?
I'm not in your corp, no.
Okay.
I'm one of your subscribers, and I just decided to do some faction warfare.
Okay. Are you on your main character, or you made a new one for this?
No, I'm on my main character.
Oh, that's so bad.
Yes.
Is it?
Oh, it's horrible. So after we're done, okay, so one, okay, we're not doing any actions today that's going to change your alignment. So, but that is the biggest deal about why you don't use a main in faction warfare, because you're going to screw up your standings. And so what I would recommend is after today, exit back out of faction warfare, because you are at war with everybody. You can't go to Jita, you can't go to Amar, you can't go to Dodixie. You're just going to get blown up. And so after we're done here, exit out of faction warfare. You can still take your collected LP and you can still cash it out. So you don't have to worry about that. And then make an alt and join that to faction warfare. And truly, you do not have to be really, really strong in order to be successful in faction warfare. but do specialize. If you like Galante, I 100% recommend a Tristan with drones, no guns, just train drones, and all of the other systems in a Tristan and no guns, because you can be super effective in that. In fact, that is my absolute favorite setup for faction warfare.
Yeah, see, I'm probably going to more likely go back to the pure drone Tristan instead of the gun and drone Tristan.
Yeah, I love it. And then you have one thing you don't even have to train, because you just train your drone stuff that you need. And I would train Galante drones and Mimitar drones, and that is for reasons of, why is my CPU overloaded? Sorry, I'm just noticing the hiccup in the video, guys. And
oh yeah, just seen it.
yeah, my CPU
We got
is
a Riptor,
pegging
blue
out.
Riptor coming in.
Okay, he is blue. He's friendly. We can't attack him. That's what really sucks, is we cannot attack him. So if he hangs around for a few minutes, I will invite him to join us.
Yeah, like the tune that I'm currently on used to be a mission running tune, but an alpha mission running tune. I'm like, I'd rather just go run faction warfare with it. So I just left my alt corp, and now I'm doing faction warfare with this tune. But I have another faction warfare tune that I'm starting from scratch that I started to do Caldari with, but I'm like, I'm just gonna go ahead and keep him for Minotaur or Galante.
So you can use your main to assist you in faction warfare. They just can't fight. So if they're good at flying cloaky and stuff, you can use them as an advance at gates to see what's coming in. You can use them for extra DPS on rats. You just got to make sure that's your faction warfare character that's capturing. If you can multi-box. Not everybody multi-boxes.
I've got 3 accounts and I multi-box them all. So,
Yeah.
But I didn't know the rules of faction warfare, so...
Well, it's not a hard and fast rule. If you're very, very sly, you can do it with a main, but I do not recommend it.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, I can see the problems, but I've been using what I call my space janitor to have fun faction warfare, just salvaging wrecks for money, and that's been pretty fun and profitable.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, if you have multiple characters, then maybe this one doesn't have to go to Jita or whatnot. You can figure that out. The thing about, so we're Basilisk Hogs is the corp that I'm running here. We've got 40 people in it or so. We're not super active, I wouldn't say. But we're a part of Air Hogs, which once you're in a Hogs Corp, you're into the main Air Hogs umbrella, the Hogs umbrella. It's not a coalition. It's not an alliance. It is, in different terms, it is
same corp, just you're in faction warfare.
It is a group of people where we are in faction warfare. There are opposing faction warfare corps in here as well, and but we have a common area, and we do things together, and there's a big group chat that you get into, and so there are hundreds and hundreds of active people all the time. Like there's 57 who have chatted in the last 30 minutes or so in the group. So there's a lot of people online all the time. So
yeah, my problem is I work nights and there's nobody on at 2 a.m. on the West Coast, and so I want to find a corp that always has content available.
2 a.m. is tough. You got to be like playing with Australia.
Yeah, that's Australia time.
Yeah, because even Europe is not up yet. So
yeah, they tell me that that's the toughest time zone in Eve.
I'll tell you that that in our store we have a few hours every night that are not covered. 2 a.m. is one of them, and it's because it's worldwide a quiet time. So Yeah. Okay, I got to figure out what is taking all of my CPU.
So, that said, air hogs you would recommend as a newer person to join.
Absolutely. Hey, I got my CPU under control, I think.
Do they live in high sec or low sec, or how does that work?
High sec, low sec, and null.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
so
think-
you could actually join multiple characters to it, and they could be in different corps within airhogs.
I've recently fallen in love with wormhole space. First time ever in one, and I don't want to leave. I kind of like it.
That's what they all say.
I
Wormholers.
still have multiple tunes living in wormholes. I love wormholes. Between wormholes and nullsec is basically like I'm slowly coming back to low sec. Like I haven't played in low sec in probably 4 or 5 years.
It sucks when you get a high sec static like in a Mar or Jita, right in a Mar or Jita, that kind of sucks. But other than that, it's not bad.
I hate wormhole space. I like going there for exploration, but I can't. I could never live there. I tried it once, and it's just like, yeah.
That's where the money is, man.
Yeah, but if you don't have an active corp scanning down exits, it becomes an issue. Yeah. That's the problem I've had with wormhole space is not active corps and nobody's scanning down everything, so it takes forever to get out.
Well,
Or you
then,
get stuck up.
yeah.
Stratios on D.
Okay.
Yeah, that should be a daily chore for anybody that lives in a wormhole. Is when you log in, you do all your scanning chores, and then
They broke the mechanics of it. The
Oh, they
API the API is broken, and so nobody knows shit right now, and it's been broken for a while.
yeah, I haven't like actually active been playing in wormholes in a while, so
So,
I still have tunes in there, but I just haven't been playing on them.
Yeah.
so is it not updating on Pathfinder then? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so the Pathfinder doesn't work. Some of the others don't work, and it has to do with the new API stuff. And maybe that stuff's getting worked out, but I was going to do some wormhole stuff, I don't know, 3 weeks ago, a month ago, and I was really looking forward to it, but that didn't work out because I couldn't get any tools to do the mapping. And so it was just leaving it all up to myself. And so basically it's just like, okay, I'm going to go in and I'm going to, see where I end up. Well, that's not a very good way to do wormholes because you end up in goon space or in test space or in PL or whatnot, and all of them want to fucking kill you. So, which is okay, but how do you get your loot home? Isn't that part of the prize to get your loot home? So,
Yeah, living in like a C4, C5 can be tricky. Even a C6 can be tricky at times.
Yeah, well, I lived in a C4. We had a C5 static, and it was too much. We didn't have any statics to low or high or null.
I'm trying to get my CPU load down, guys, by closing stuff. Everything that's not absolutely necessary.
Within the last 60 seconds, we've had a Stratios, a Kitsune, and Ares come into D and then leave.
Okay. So, are they less than 0.8 that you've seen them?
Well, they were within 1 AU. We've got a bunch of shuttles.
They were probably at a station. Yeah, right.
Yeah, there's a station, there's a citadel, and a gate in 1 AU. So
yeah, it's kind of a crappy site.
Yeah,
how close it is.
It just doesn't mean anything. 0.8 is a lot more meaningful. 0.8 is they're on their way. And it's only 0.2 AU difference, so that's what I'm scanning at. But you can continue to scan longer if you want.
That's all right. I swapped to kilometers 800K.
Yeah, that's not very far. Don't do kilometers. You're seriously, I mean, we're orbiting at 25 kilometers and you're only scanning to 800. It means they're already here when you see them.
No, that was 800,000.
Oh, 800,000. Okay. Well, even that is really short.
Dixon just popped off at 0.8.
0.8 AU is much further out than 800,000 kilometers.
I'm actually new enough that I didn't know that you could just put your cursor in there and type in 0.8.
You can, and you can hold your mouse cursor over range and do your scroll wheel on your mouse.
Word.
Yeah.
It's taken care of now. I'll scan
Yeah,
it.
and if it's on kilometers, change it to AU.
I did, yeah.
Yeah. So typically when I do, so D-scan is very, very important in low sec. It's important in null as well, but null sec is actually more dangerous than null. Low sec is. And so you want to scan out at 360 as far as you can without seeing a lot of noise on there. And always keep an eye on that.
Another place D-scan is very, very important is wormholes.
Yes.
You'll die if you don't use D-scan.
Right.
And cloaks.
But, just ask for help in local and someone will help you out. That's a joke.
Yeah.
You never talk in local in a wormhole, ever.
Other than if you're going to talk shit to Russians, maybe.
Yeah, well, they can't talk back right now. That's not fair. Yeah, they can't see, Russians can't see local without using a VPN right now.
I talked trash to hole control yesterday because I was in their hole for like an hour and ran all their sites for them.
So how many ships in the game can't be seen on D-scan? I know of one, but how many are there?
There's, 8 of them or something?
Yeah, there's the Force Recons.
Force Recons are the only ones I know of.
Yeah.
Unless you're flying Cloaky, then you can't see it. But
I think there's
If you're cloaked, you don't appear on D-scan?
no. So that's why the Stratios we saw in here earlier is a problem. He could be sitting here watching us, just waiting for somebody to get too far out from the cap, then he can go tackle.
Yes, so if you're in null or you're in wormhole space, you get a safe, you cloak up, you do all your scanning. No one knows you're there except they can see your scanner probes.
Yeah.
Learn something new every time I log into this game.
Mm-hmm.
Learned so much just in this last 15 minutes. I thought I knew D-scan. I thought I knew D-scan.
Yeah, just put your probes out before you cloak up because you can't shoot them off after you're cloaked.
Oh yeah, I know that much.
Yeah, the nice thing about Force Recons is you can't see them regardless on D-scan.
Yeah,
they could literally be setting like just off grid from you, and you won't be able to ever know that they're there.
Yeah, I ran into one of them while I was hacking wormhole space, and boop came right into me, and just then I looked at the ship, and I'm like, does not appear on D-scan, immune to D-scan. I'm like, what? And I was like, crap.
Yep. So those are fun. The only reason I haven't run those on the show, because they would be great in Faction Warfare, is because then everybody knows I'm there because they see it on the show. So I lose my advantage. But I've always thought that would be fun if I wasn't live on the show to be in one of those, because, I'll just pop everybody that comes along. Or most everybody.
How many... So on my main, I'm trained in a bunch of different ships. I can specialize for Faction Warfare on this and multi-box on a cheap frigate. How many days do you think of training would I take for a decent faction tier 1 frigate on an all
Well, I can tell you that in faction warfare, especially when it's higher tiers, that I've been able to make 50 million an hour worth of, LP, turning it into ISK on a 30-minute-old character.
Holy cow.
And so, and that was doing defensive plexing, which is going in and capturing one of the timers that's owned by your side of the faction. But the contest has to be high. Like if we're in here, this system right here, the contest is only 4.7%. And so if we were Galante capturing this, instead of getting paid 100% of the payout, we would get 4.7%, which is not very much. But what you'd do is you'd go and look for systems that were somewhere between like 60 and 80% contest. If you go into the like 80 to 100% contest, then everybody and their mother is in there too, and you just got too much competition.
I was in a 98 one this morning percent contest, and yeah, it was freaking hectic.
Yeah, and so, but like 60 to 80%, you find those. You can go in a venture, especially when warp stabs, which next patch are going to be a no-go in faction warfare anymore. They're not going to function. Then ventures are going to become the main ship for defensive plexing because they have a +2 warp core strength innate ability.
But you can still, correct me if I'm wrong, I may be wrong, but you can still set up a mobile depot and then switch out, right, with your warp core stabs?
Not in faction warfare.
You can't put out a mobile depot in faction warfare?
You can now. You won't be able to at the next patch.
Oh, they're going to disable mobile depots?
No, they're disabling. They're disabling warp core stabs.
Oh,
inside the acceleration gates.
Oh, okay.
In faction warfare.
I thought they were going to disable it. You couldn't come in if you had warp stabs. Oh, I got it.
Well, if you can, so if you can do that, then that'll be great. You can do that. But I don't think that it's not a very viable solution, really, because the ship will cost you under 500,000 ISK fit. I mean, with no guns really or whatnot, and you just have propulsion and maybe some sort of, extra shielding or whatever. They're so cheap. And if you're defensive plexing, you can walk away and make a sandwich, and if you lose it, so what?
Yeah, you can make that up quickly.
So that's really interesting. I never heard of that. So you would solo defensive plex?
Yes. So the rats don't shoot at you when you are capturing one of your own sites. Unless you shoot at them, but don't. So why are they shooting? Okay, so this wasn't one of our own sites? No, this is owned by Galante. So see, we're in Caldari militia right now, and this one says it's a Galante large outpost. And when we capture this, so there's the contest on the system here. It's 4.7% contest right now. When we finish capturing this, that is going to change. It's going to go up. We're gonna move that percentage up by us capturing it. If Galante comes in here and captures this, they will move that percentage down.
So what would you look for percentage-wise for defensive plexing?
60 to 80%. And in the faction warfare menu, when you go to your Neocom, to business, to faction warfare, where you see that menu of sites there, you can list them in the order of contest.
Gotcha. That's good.
They might be far away, so you just have to decide, how far you're willing to go. Billy KV and Zenax, thank you for the follows. Johan Dagaru, thank you so much for subbing. And let's see here. I'm going to hook you up. Handing you 1,000 gold. Spend that however you want. Dungeon raids, dancers, space prints, your choice. Everybody give it up for Johan. Because of him, another 10 gold in the Markee Dragon Twitch chat. to everybody here.
20
This
seconds.
is almost captured. Make sure you're within 30 of the outpost. If you're outside of that, you will not get any points.
Oh yeah, I usually always stay close to it.
I'm getting 500 meters because just to be sure.
I'm at 28K. Just don't go beyond 29K and you're okay. Hey, captured.
7,500.
Yep.
Points.
Okay, so with all of us here, we got 7,500 each. So effectively, we should be able to turn that into about 15 million ISK. So 7,500 is not very much. It's because we have so many of us here. And what are we in tiers? If we were, let's see, we're tier
almost
4.
tier 5.
Woo! It's dropped. It's dropped quite a bit. But we're in tier 4. If it was tier 5, we'd be more around 10,000 each. So.
It's too bad the timer doesn't go faster, you know, if you have multiple people capping.
Right. No, it's
That
just
would be
more
pretty
security.
cool.
So, okay. Yeah, I'm going to scan these other sites here. If they're even
Forget your
open.
drones.
Oh yeah, people don't forget your drones. Oh, we can't scan them. Okay, I am going to go and check the medium.
Warp drive active.
And I think we'll do a drawing here in just a moment. It's store.markeedragon.com. If you haven't already gotten an entry in today, you can get one in now.
I think I
And
got one in.
you'll have an email from us if you did. And so we're going to do another alpha pack coming from the store. And we'll draw on that in a few minutes. So got a few minutes to get in if you haven't already. Okay, the medium here has nobody in it. This system is pretty good. So here's what I suggest. There's a small as well. Well, there's a hawk in the small. Hawk can be pretty vicious. Let's see. Hawk. I don't know if that hawk is friendly or not. Because we've got both in here.
See a mastodon.
Mastodon is not a threat to us. It's an industrial ship. Okay, there's nothing in the small now. So,
Warp drive active.
here's what I kind of recommend is that we split up into 2 groups and we do the timer on both the small and the medium simultaneously. Oh, the hawk is back there. I see our kestrel is there too.
In the small or the medium?
In the small. So, is he friendly? Do we...
I don't see him. Should I punch in?
Well, only if you think you can get away.
Yeah, let's try. The ship is pretty cheap.
Okay. So, oh, now he's not there again. How interesting. He must be
Oh, he's
bouncing around.
friendly. Yeah, he is at the end there, but he's friendly.
Okay, so half of us in the small, half of us in the medium, and then
It's pretty
when
much done.
when the timer is down to like 2 minutes, we call everybody over. So that way we're counting down the timers on 2 of them at once. This medium is actually at 8 minutes right now. So
Should we stay out of the small because of the hawk? He already made basically
oh, is he
everything
in?
there.
Is
It's
he in
only-
there?
Yeah, he's in there and it's like 2 minutes or 1:30.
Oh, yeah, I guess come on over here. I guess, let's see, the novice isn't open. A couple of you can go to the novice. Open that up, start counting it down. You'll have to get to it off the probe scanner. And So we'll start counting that down. If you encounter problems and you need us to come and fight, holler to come to the small, and we'll do the same for the medium. And or when the timer is down to about 2 minutes, holler and we'll go to one or the other, and we will actually farm multiple sites simultaneously since there's enough of us. We'll all share in capturing each one of these, but we'll share in the
Twice as fast, pretty much.
Yeah, we'll share in counting down the timers. So,
How close are we gonna get? I don't know how it works, and I'm not asking you to explain it. I guess unless it's what you do to getting this infrastructure. We kill the infrastructure. Is that close? That we capture all these sites? Or?
well, to capture a site, you have to be within 30K of the what do they call it? The capture point, and so you got to be like 29K or less. And there are some other capture mechanics which are a lot bigger that maybe that's not what you're asking about.
No, I mean, once you get enough of these sites done, I guess you push it to 100% and you're supposed to go kill the infrastructure or capture the infrastructure hub?
Yes, so you go and brute force it into submission, basically. And it will take, with a lot of big ships, it'll take an hour to do it. So everybody comes with full holds, full of ammo. And so...
Yep, it takes forever.
Yeah, yeah.
How long would it take to get this system all the way to 100%?
Well, probably at least a couple of days. There's some other factors in that, which is the other factors are that how much the system has been pumped. So the Galante guys can come in here to the information hub, and they can spend their loyalty points to reinforce it or move it up in its own tiers, which makes it harder to move the needle on every capture that we do, and maybe easier for them to move the needle on every capture that they do for their own stuff. And so it is... That is another way. So how long it takes to capture a whole system, it's just so hard to say. It probably takes at least a couple of days.
It's kind of crazy. Each capture is 0.5%, so that's 200 captures. We've got 6 or 8 sites here.
We did actually. That's okay. So I don't know that each capture is 0.5% because. We were at 4.7% contested, and then we captured that large, and now we're at 6%.
Yeah, I think it just depends on. I think each one gives a different percentage.
Yes, it depends on the size.
So do these sites roll over where you can then recapture them? I mean, if you've captured all the sites, how do you then get more percentage?
So outposts, when captured, will reappear. I think it's 30 minutes later. Again, in the same system. Everything else, the facilities, the other names for them, they all are roaming sites, and so when you capture one of those, it will reappear in a random system within the region. And so we could have another one appear in here 30 minutes after it was captured in some other system. But the outposts always appear here, and you always do the outposts first whenever you are clearing things, because that way you'll get the outpost to respawn again in here while you're working the next facility or whatever. So, and that's how you can sometimes see like three larges in one system or whatnot. One will be the native one, and the other one will be roaming ones. Okay, we're at 3 minutes on this, so in another minute we'll call you guys over who are over at the novice.
Oh, you can put down D-scan to 0.2. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm at 0.2 on D-scan. So I always go as high as I can without getting a bunch of noise in it. Okay, so after this capture, we'll do a giveaway, and then there'll be another one that'll happen again too before the end of the show of one of the meteor packs, which is worth even more. So everybody is in on the giveaways. We're in on them for the rest of the day. Where is the Astero?
At the novice outpost.
Is he going in on you guys?
He's not on at the site yet, but he's at point A distance, so he might.
Okay. So you guys are the novice. Come over to the medium, jump in. Then we'll deal with that. The medium is at 2 minutes, so come over here and help us capture, share in it, and then we'll go back and take all of us together could take that Astero, no problem. So. Yes, everybody get in here now. You always warp to the site. You warp to the medium. You warp to it at 10 so you don't bounce off the gate. Never warp to a person in faction warfare. It will always land you on the gate, bouncing off of it.
That's giving me flashbacks to when I got ganked by Code last week. Bumped.
Traumatic events.
Well, I had lost 6.2 billion in collateral. That kind of hurt.
Oh, yep.
Jeez, dude.
That was in high spec, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
That was a lesson learned.
Yeah, that's where you cry and go buy some Plex.
That's exactly what I did. I literally was in shock.
So, yeah. Hey, I hope everybody's in here. Make sure you're within 30. Got 50 seconds left.
Astero is within point 2 of the medium.
He's friendly.
Oh, he's friendly. He's with us. I recognize the name.
Okay.
Yeah. Everybody blame JJ. That's who it is. It's JJ. Okay, so we got 20 seconds left. Yeah, JJ is friendly. I actually added him to the fleet. So, recognize him. He's not in faction warfare. He's here for the kills and the thrills.
It's like New Year's Eve watching it come down from 4, 3, 2, 1.
There we go. Okay, so we've captured that. Okay, so everybody head over to the novice. Warp to it at 10. Don't forget your drones if they're out. Somebody's drones are still out.
Active.
Everybody warp to the novice at 10.
As much as we got for that last outpost for 30 minutes.
Really? Oh, let's see. I got
over 6,000.
all right, not bad.
6.2.
Yeah, that's for a few minutes of work, that's okay.
It's better than for 30 minutes. That's
Yeah, yeah. So, and part of this too, if we just control this system all day, 10 of us could be like, just every time a site opens, we're taking it. And so right now, this is the last one that's in here. It's an outpost. By the time we finish this one, we may be just a few minutes away from a large showing up, respawning, and then it'll be at 20 minutes, which will be the normal timeline.
Yeah, we could probably get a good cycle going where they just, as one and it finishes, we can warp to the next one.
Yep. Absolutely. Okay, we're going to do this drawing. And, let me get my scan going here and see how far I can go out. .1 is how far we can go out on this before we get noise. All right, so I'm going to select one of the people who's entered sometime during the show today, and it is I'll say the first name and the initial, and then. Well, you know what? I should put a message in here that you guys can put for something for me to bark out if you win. I am totally going to do that. I am totally next time going to do that. So you guys can put in a message so that I'll say whatever it is if you're the winner. And so let me get this ready here. And if you didn't make it in time to get in on this one, no sweat, because we are going to have one more drawing before the end of the show. So you'll still be in for that one. And I'm doing some neat things here. I'm actually going to be, while I have a captive audience, everybody waiting to hear what's going on, who won. A lot of people have been complaining that they're not getting emails from YouTube or from Twitch when I go live. Twitch has started being flaky about that, and I don't know why. All I know is that YouTube is doing it based upon virality, meaning that if a lot of people show up at the beginning and, from them promoting it out in the, live now or whatnot, then they will email more people telling them that the show is live, which is really shitty for those of you who want to know when the show is live.
That's dumb.
It is so dumb, and they're doing that with videos too. I kid you not, some of my videos, when I post them, people don't get alert for 2 days because it takes 2 days for it to reach whatever point it says that, oh, hey, this is really something good. So anyway, it's really crappy, and I am going to create an email list for all of you so that you can sign up if you want to be on it. And on that list, I will list the giveaways, I'll list what the show is today, and I'll list some future schedule and maybe anything else going on. And that way, everybody will always get it, regardless of whether Twitch or YouTube decides it's worthy of sending out. Or you can just get it from them, but it'll just be an option. So it'll also be your indication that even if you can't make it to the show right away, to get in on the giveaway. So anyway, okay. I hope to have that up by next week. Alpha Pack winner is Per T. First name Per, P-E-R, and then T. You are the winner. And so congratulations. That is sent to you. And so check your email. And you'll have that in just a moment. It's coming from our store. And so thank you very much for getting in on that. And then the next one will be for a Meteor Pack, which is worth $15. And that one will be...
Welcome to the Dragon.
We'll draw that somewhere before the end of the show. Also, if you can't be here whenever we're doing the draw, it's no sweat.
Welcome
If you took the time to get in on it and stuff, and you're participating on the show, then that's good for me.
Yeah, thankfully this tune was already for missions was doing a Mar, so my alignment was perfect.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Griffin, maybe.
Okay. There's also a Kestrel out there. And anybody who's not in the site, we're 2 minutes out. That Griffin Navy issue, if it does come in, we can all tackle it right away. If it is hostile. I don't know what it is. Once we get to a minute on the timer, even if we see a hostile fleet starting to land on the gate or whatnot, you may want to stay and just be ready to bogue out. But at a minute timer, you can probably still get away, even if a hostile fleet.
I was like, I've literally had it where I've aligned, like I've seen something getting ready to land, and I align out, and as soon as that timer hits, I warp out. Yeah. I've literally warped out as a fleet is warping in on me before.
Yeah, and then I've had a whole fleet warp in on me with, I kid you not, 10 seconds left, and they were all friendly, and so I shared my large that I worked so hard with like 20 other guys.
Once Johnny come latelys.
Yeah.
So I got a question. At this time of the, well, it's afternoon here in Seattle, but is this normal that there's not that much activity? Can you find such low activity sites like this on a daily basis in faction warfare?
I think that the Caldari has just beat Galante to death. And Caldari being such high tiers for so long is absolutely amazing, because Caldari was tier 1 forever, and for at least a couple of years. And so it's pretty crazy that they've been able to maintain these higher tiers for so long, because it's so hard to do.
Yeah, earlier we went from, like, multiple times earlier today, we went from tier 4 to tier 5, back down to tier 4, and then when I left for the doctors, we were still tier 5. And when I got back, and we just just as you were switching to faction warfare, it went down to 4.
Yeah. Okay, this one's captured. This is not going to pay very much. This one is, just
25.
a tiny bit. So, let's see here. God, I still haven't gone back up or is this, what is this telling me? Date, change, reason.
Smalls up.
Oh, no, it's not. That is not a faction warfare site.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But you can go there if you want and try and capture it.
No thing.
You're going to need extra special lasers. Okay, so warp to a safe, and I would say within the next couple of minutes, we're going to have another site that will appear on the probe scanner. Grether and Digital Fizz, thank you for following. Welcome. I had to shut down one of my applications that I use for chat in order to get under the CPU on my stream machine. I don't know why it's being a pill today, but something's taking more CPU time. So anyway, I'll do my best. I actually have that chat on 2 machines because I have a hard time keeping track of it.
So this is a noob question, but I think it'll be educational. How do you turn LP into ISK?
So you go to the LP store for your faction, and which you'll have to find them. That may take asking a few people where they're at. Typically you do it in high sec. You can do it in low sec, but typically you want to go to one in high sec. And you take some money with you and maybe even some parts, and you're going to buy some of the items that are on that store, and then you take and resell them for ISK, and that's how you make your money.
You have a video on it too.
Yes. So if you look on Twitch or in YouTube, below the video on Twitch, YouTube, it's in the description, there is a video that I have on how to convert that. It doesn't say how to find your store, but it does show how to convert it and how to make some money doing it, how to make the most. You should be able to, if the first little bit when you do it, maybe it'll take a little bit of refining, but everybody and their mother can get 800 ISK per LP. That is just simplest thing ever, to get 800 ISK per LP. When you're figuring things out, you're going to get 1,200, 1,500 ISK per LP, and then when you kind of get it and you can start thinking in these terms, you should be able to make 2,000 ISK per LP. I commonly get about 2,500 ISK per LP, and
really, so what is that fact? What are the factors determine how much you get per LP?
Well, hopefully the site still works, because all the API stuff. We use a site called Fuzzworks to figure out what is
still work.
Good. To figure out what the values are of things and how many are being sold. And so you got to watch that video. It's really 30 minutes or an hour of going through all of it on how to do it, but you can follow it step by step, and you don't have to spend a lot of LP to test the process. You can do it with just a few items, and then when you're successful on that, then you can ramp up the quantities.
Okay, I think I get what you're saying. So we just it looks at the market, what items are selling for the highest price. Is that what it's doing?
Yes, pretty close.
Buy with LP? Pretty
close. It tells you how many are on the market and all of that stuff. So
okay, yeah, I'm a trader, so I understand.
Okay, good. So you'll get it pretty quickly. I still recommend, first time you go through it, to only do it with a few items. and to where you kind of get the gist of it, because there is a lot of stuff on there that looks like, holy shit, I'm going to make $1 million on this. But then you find out that really what it was telling you was that nobody ever buys these, and one person did, and they paid 10 times the normal amount because they couldn't find any, and that it was really an erroneous sale that gave that stat. So you got to look at the volumes too.
Oh yeah, for sure. So are you setting up sell orders for these, or are you just doing just selling to a buy order?
I put up sell orders, and I put up buy orders for the product that I need to convert. Because, like, if you're making faction ammo, you need the regular ammo to make the faction version. Yeah, or you're manufacturing it, but manufacturing ammo is not a very lucrative thing. So, okay, I'm going to step away for just a moment. I'll be right back, everybody.
Has a new site popped up? I stepped away for a sec.
I don't think so. Let's see. Nope. Nothing's popped up. So how do I find my store? Why is that such a mystery? Isn't there a website that'll tell me where I can find a store?
I truly don't remember. I'm just hoarding all my LP right now.
There's a bunch of places I can go to buy to get items with my LP, but why is there a special store or something, or am I missing something here?
Certain stores sell certain items.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. So it's basically just the market. You're looking for the best items essentially, and that's okay. Is that pretty much it?
Yeah.
Okay, because when you said you got to find your store and I can't tell you where that is, I'm like, well, that doesn't make any sense because I know of like LP, like all these stations. Isn't that my store? So I get it now.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
There will be a faction warfare store for the militia. And so you got to look for Caldari militia and then look for where their stores are.
Caldari militia is going to be like the name of the store?
No. Let me see if I can look it up on mine and show it to you on my screen. Okay. So, I'm in Caldari faction warfare. I'm fighting for Caldari state. Let's see here. How do I look these up? Let's see here.
You go into your journal and do it.
Go into your journal and do it. Okay, I can do that.
Yeah, you can open it up and then you can go directly right to.
Oh yeah. Okay, so state protectorate. I have 1 million, and I'm gonna go show info, and then
usually by agent.
By agents.
That's how I usually find my stores. Is I just usually pick I'll just pull it up like the station that it's at and then I'll look. Because like we have stations that are 5 jumps, 7 jumps, 3 jump, 6.
Yeah, I'm failing a little bit on this because there is an actual list of the stations where it's at.
Oh yeah, settled systems.
Settled systems, and then let's see here. Yeah, okay, so yeah, that's what you. Let's see here. Yeah, that's what you do. So in your journal, you'd right-click on State Protectorate, go to Show Info, and then you go to the Settled Systems tab, and then you look through these systems here, click on the little information. You're going to look for a State Protectorate Logistics Support Station, and they will have an LP store, and so you can go to that one. Most of them are in low security. There's only 2 or 3 of them that are in high sec. You really kind of want to do this in high sec because you're going to either transport the stuff yourself to market or you're going to hire somebody to do it. And it'll cost you so much more to take it out of low sec. So, you don't want to be bringing freight in and out of low sec if you can help it.
Yeah, it's 100 times more risky of getting caught.
Yeah, and when I do conversions and stuff, I usually wait until I have 4 or 5 million loyalty points, and for each million loyalty points, I'm spending $1 billion. Typically, I'm spending $1 billion. I have bought $1 billion worth of product. I am spending $1 billion in ISK, and then
Not to interrupt, but a large is up.
And then I'm going to turn that 1 million LP into 4 billion ISK, and so I'll double my money I'm putting in, but that's kind of how it works. So there's a lot of money into it, and so you're shipping a lot of product someplace, and then you're shipping it all to market and everything. So yeah.
The large is up.
Interesting.
Yeah, so there's a bit of a trick to it, but once you've been through it once, then you get it. Okay, so let's head to the large.
The Tyrannosan system, just put it out there.
All right, it looks like the large hasn't been opened yet, so I'll open it.
Warp drive active.
I don't even
So
see it.
So is there a lot of business
There
for
it is.
freighter pilots for hauling out of
Oh.
low sec then, for specifically just that stuff?
Nobody's going to haul a freighter in or out of low sec.
No, well, I mean like a blockade runner, like my Viator.
Well,
Or
but
deep
it's not
space
worth
base.
the money. It's not. It's typically not. You want to do this in high sec. You're nuts to do it in low sec. Then it doesn't matter what the sizes are and everything. You can pay for a hauler to do it, or you can do it yourself.
1.3 on the D scan.
Okay, thanks.
I've never had this much luck. I've tried 5 times in the past few days. Defensive plexing, I tried to capture one. Every time I came in, sat there about 5 minutes, and got smoked. Every time,
Yeah.
man.
Well, the another trick in defensive plexing is being ready to run and running multiple sites. So I'll go into one, I'll count it down for a minute, and then I get chased out, and then I go to the next, and then I get chased out. And if you have a couple of good high contest systems next to each other, then you can even leave the system and work the others, and you come back, and then you find out that, like over a 30-minute period, you capture like 4 or 5 of them because you've just been beating them down.
It's a bunch of pirate faction frigates running around worms and succubus.
Yeah. Well, Tristan is your friend. I think that's the easiest to get into
Yep.
to do something. Another one, if you like Caldari and you like missiles, a Kestrel can do novice and small on offensive plexing, and you get paid more offensive than you do defensive. So
It seems like the pirate faction frigates are sort of a workaround not being able to get a T2 frigate into a novice. It's daggone pirate faction frigates are almost like T2s.
yeah.
What do you mean by offensive plexing?
We're doing offensive plexing right now. We're killing the rats, capturing the sites, getting paid 100% on each site.
Oh, okay. Instead of just bouncing around, you consider that to be defensive, just trying to snipe a site, essentially.
Yeah, defensive is capturing it, but you're only getting paid, whatever the contest percentage is in the system.
Oh, okay.
It's defensive if your faction owns the system, right? And if offensive if the other faction owns the system.
Gotcha.
Oh, that was a question, man. I don't know enough to be telling you anything. But I guess that was right because no one corrected me. So.
Well, I was typing and I wasn't listening, so I don't know if you were right or wrong.
I think he was.
Well, I've Magnate. I've been using the salvagers. I have 3 warp core stabs on that, and I kind of like that ship, and I really am disappointed they're going to be taking out the warp core stabs in the next batch.
Well, as you get a little bit more skill to fight, you won't be so disappointed that they're taking that out. It's gonna kind of change things, and really, it's because it's frustration of people getting away all the time.
You know that truthfully, only time I've ever
rock.
really in faction warfare so far, I've only used warp core stabs is literally to get to the system, and then I usually dock up at a citadel and remove them and put my normal fit in.
Yeah, and I used to use them a lot actually when I first started playing, but now that I've learned how to fight better, I fight, and you know, I know how to run as well when necessary. So
You could use an ECM though. I mean, to keep yourself from being disrupted.
yeah,
But that doesn't always work.
sounds like you're getting ECM'd there by the birds.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. There's birds around.
Let's see. And Become, thank you so much for the resub. 2 months in a row. 20 gold to everybody here in your honor. Thank you very much.
What's the largest size ship that you can do faction warfare in class?
Titan.
Yeah, that's good.
You can bring Titans into faction warfare?
Yeah, into
Yeah.
the large. Hmm.
Oh,
I've never seen a Titan in a large. I've seen carriers here, though. Yeah, I've thought it would be pretty funny to bring my carrier in and just have them sitting like, 400K off of the site.
I bet you that thing would get hot dropped real quick.
They got to catch me first.
Hey, I say a Dremule or something full maxed
Okay,
out. Would
so
probably.
I can control my drones at over 2,000.
True. I completely forgot about that. True.
And I can set them to orbit the cap, and
True. I completely forgot about that.
and so unless somebody slow boats out to me that is cloaky, which is what they would have to do.
Yeah.
Then I can get away, and I can be aligned too, so that I can jump within 30 seconds or so. And one nice thing about fighters is I can recall them after I've jumped. So, yeah.
that's not fair to the salvagers who go around looking for your lost
Quit your
boats.
whining.
Hey, that's my job. I'm the space janitor. I got a ship named, copyrighted too. 0169 that. Space janitor. Love that ship.
I see. So, yeah. Well, you do not see that class of ships out here. This is a frigate game. This faction warfare is primarily frigates.
The last time I did faction warfare, only time you ever seen caps in faction warfare, usually sitting at stations and fighting a little bit. Usually it was dreads or carriers fighting off the station, and then they dock up after they're done.
Yeah. So, and that might be too, is that you have some points out there like that. Anyway, so for the person who has to see my fit, this is my fit right here. I posted it in live shows. It's called Pain. It's in live shows in game. I posted a link to my fit. It's my Garmer, which I really, really like. We have not seen much action today, though. But we are collecting LP.
I actually really like that fit. I might go ahead and use that fit.
It is very nice. It's kind of a higher end. You don't have to be Mastery 5 for it, but it is a higher end fit, and it's 200 million. But yeah. So one of these days, you know what? I do have a carrier in this area. I should bring it out.
I would have to dot land it, but I may have a carrier pretty close within jump distance.
So I would have no qualms, especially if I took a really fast ship where I could, you know, well, you see, you can't warp to somebody in a complex, and I think that even in a large, if you select warp to me and you are someplace else and you try and warp to me and you're like going to warp to me at 100, it's going to land you at the complex, and so so I'd have to have a small ship and set it up ahead of time with my carrier pilot to bookmark something off, you know, that's out at distance or whatever. So, oh, you also can't Sino in a complex? What? Okay. I didn't know that. Actually, I've never tried. So, yeah, but you know, so I could come in here with a faction or with a really shit fit on my character that's faction warfare, and then I could just have my other guy with the fighters beat up the rats.
Yeah. I miss the gecko carriers. And the slow cats.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Race fan, thank you for following. Welcome. Micro jump drives, I think, do work in here. All right, so when we capture this, we got another 10 minutes on it. This is going to be the last one I'm doing today. And we'll do a drawing after the capture. It'll be for one of the meteor packs, which the one's worth about $15. Which, by the way, if you guys haven't gotten the packs yet, there's the meteor, the star, and the galaxy, and each one of them have way more value in them than just buying Plex or whatnot. So, like the galaxy, it's $100 for it. It's $99, and it has $175 worth of stuff if you were to just buy the Plex or whatever. And so it's a really great deal. The catch is you can only apply one to each account. And so there's 4 different types: the Alpha, Meteor, Star, and Galaxy. So I applied one of each of these to my accounts and did it much like the monthly payments. You know, instead of doing monthly payments, I extended my account out that way because I found that the money was better on that. So the Meteor is what we're giving away. And if you guys need any of these, exclamation point coupon in Twitch chat. There's a link in the description in YouTube, in the Markee Dragon Twitch chat. And you can get a link to us plus a coupon code. You'll save yourself a few bucks, and it helps support the show. So I do recommend those if you haven't gotten in on that yet. And if you win this and you've already bought one, whatnot, well, give it to a buddy, or maybe you have a second account you can put it on. And the Alpha one, you can put that onto an Omega account. It'll give you a 60 Plex, and it'll give you 2 Alpha injectors. You'll just sell the Alpha injectors. I think they go for 60 million each. So that is the only one where buying it doesn't necessarily equal, you know, like if you were buying Plex, it's maybe about equal to that, and not a bonus deal. So I don't suggest that people go out of their way for that one. But we have all of them on our store, so if you need them, want to support the show, you know where to find them.
Man, that rat was freaking fast, man. Did you see that?
Yes, so that is the rats. If we have our propulsion on, they may have their propulsion on, and so scramming the rats is actually a thing out here. I don't know of any other place where you have to possibly scram a rat, but this is one place
Welcome to the Dragons.
where it's of benefit. Just to slow it down. Mr. Fantastic, thank you for following. Welcome. We did have a request earlier to see the Play Money trailer. I will play that on the Markee Dragon Twitch channel at the end of the show. Can't play it on the CCP channel nor the YouTube channel. So it'll only be on Twitch if you want to see that. And the film, I don't know when it's going to be out where everybody can see it, but it's still doing the film festivals. So, but when I know, I will tell all. So, nobody's been bugging us in here. I kind of would like some action, you know, but we did lose a couple of ships. I don't think we didn't get any kills today, though, did we? People see a couple of garmers and a worm and scattering of other things, and they're like, no.
Man, that battle cruiser's fast.
Yep, somebody's got to scram him. Drones
He's
have a hard
getting away
time
from
catching him. I see all those drones chasing him. How fast is he going? Yeah, he's flying at 3,400.
So we put a
Almost
web
had a
on.
web on him. Yeah, I almost had him webbed.
Good lord, that thing is
Same.
fast.
I know. How would you like to fly your battle cruiser that fast?
Yeah.
Okay, I think he's targeted on me. I don't know. I'll turn off my propulsion and see if he turns off.
I got
his
him
for a second.
webbed.
Yeah, well, he's still flying pretty fast for... There, he's slowing down. I only have a disruptor, so...
If I can get close to him, I'll get a second web. It was 9,500, but it didn't take. Like y'all got him now.
Yeah, even my missiles don't hit as hard when they're flying that fast. Hey, we've got people in system.
Holy crap. Yeah.
Yep,
It was like 19 earlier. Somebody, bunch of people.
It's a
So-
neutral fleet, it looks like.
Yeah, but they could still be pirate.
Is there a plan? We're going to just stay and fight. If we die, we die.
Well,
swinging.
it depends on what's coming in. I mean, you know, there's enough of them there, enough of us. It might be an interesting fight, but it just all
Like
depends on what they are. How many?
We're at 1.3 scanning,
You,
so by the
sir,
time we know they're here,
rock.
they're going to be landing.
General Gadsden, thank you so much for the resub. 13 months.
The Dragons.
130 gold to everybody here in General Gadsden's honor. And Barbara Nicole, thank you for the follow. Hey, Mollis Navy issue. Might be one of us.
That's state.
Yeah, but he has the... Yeah, he is one of us. It's going off the name. Okay, so they are a pirate fleet. Look at how their status has changed.
13.
So, yeah, with that many of them, if they start showing up on scans, start heading out from the center of this, in case they're landing right on it, just so that we can assess. They probably are just here for the kills, and so if we don't give them any, then they will move on. They got JJ? What? Oh, poor JJ.
He was in the Estero.
Yep. Alright, do expect that they're going to come in looking at us. So if you don't already have your keep it range set to something funky, really high, I would set it to something really high so that you can just pop that and it'll start going away from whatever.
You should ignore that rat.
Not unless they're flying in. Okay, so here's their fleet comp in what he posted in local. They are a bunch of frigates. That's not all of them. They must be fighting in two places. How expensive was this ship? 152 million.
They get here, man. We'll just Markee's running the show. Let's just all listen to him instead of trying to jump in and tell people what to do.
Well, so if they start coming in, I'm probably going to call get distance. That'll give us time to think. We can warp to safes if necessary and then come back. If there's more of them here than what we can take on, I think. And what we saw in JJ's kill mail is not the complete picture.
I counted 13.
2, 3, 4. Yeah, we just have to see what we got if they come over at us. They might be scanning us and saying they don't want to mess with a couple of Garmers and the Worm and such, too. So.
There you go, YG says.
Got 6 minutes left on this.
Because you said this was the last one, so now it's going to get hot.
Maybe.
Can we get some Kenny Loggins music on standby?
Either that or some Queen, another one bites the dust.
To the Dragons.
Hopefully not. Hopefully not.
So they're at the small.
Okay, we got more people coming into system too. We've got another increase.
Yeah, 7 more.
Okay,
Oh, they're warping
get distance,
in.
get
They're warping
distance. Everybody get distance. Yeah, this is, yeah, they're retributions and wolves. That's not looking too awesome. They're goons. Looks like they got one of us. Who is that?
Yep, well, what the hell out.
Flying got away. All right.
Yo, I
got the hell out
I
of
was
it.
way out of point range for them. One tried to get a long point on me, but I burned out quicker than they could get me. They didn't get me to half shields.
Hey, I'm still here with all of them, but none of them are quick enough. Well, they're still chasing me.
University.
Are they? They're Condi. Isn't that goons?
I don't know. I picked a couple of them. They were Eve. I might have got the wrong ones. I've seen a lot of Eve University suspects here.
Okay, well, I think that there's more than one pirate fleet here then.
Yeah, I've got 6 of them so far, Eve University.
Okay, none of these guys were Eve University. These were all goons. Wait, coast is clear. Looks like one of the groups is left.
All right, I've got 11 in local, or all Eve University, all suspect.
Okay. Well, so far they haven't been bothering us.
Make it 12.
Currently clear here.
Yeah, I hit the wrong freaking button. Instead of keypad, I hit
malediction.
approach.
Malediction was at the neutralizer house.
Yeah, I'm pulling this rat back to us. Just keep on D-scan.
Yep, fleet just debarked.
Okay. Okay, let's take out this rat.
So they just chased you around and they just left because they couldn't catch you?
That's right. And I was able to keep eyes on everything.
Still got plenty of war targets here. A few nukes, there's a criminal.
Yeah, they're looking for quick kills.
On defensive plexing, that's another thing you can do is speed fit, so that you can fly super fast. Just to keep distance, and that way you can stay in pocket, too. You know, so if you're in a small or something like that, and you're faster than them, you can just keep away from them. They'll get bored and they'll go away. Most of the time, not all the time.
Yeah, I need to refit my Tristan and make it more speed fit. Do the traditional Tristan with Tech 2, damage control 2, DDAs, damage controls, or not damage controls, but drone damage amps, and then the the web micro warp drive and long point.
Yeah, kite. Okay, so when we capture this, we'll do the draw for the Meteor Pack. Last call to get an entry in at store.markeedragon.com. And so it'll probably be 5 minutes or so. We'll do the draw.
Three new suspects in local.
Pure Psycho, thank you for the follow.
Member of Project Haven.
I haven't been counting the rats, but I suspect we'll have one more.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Thing sounds like an old school typewriter.
Yeah, I just telling the office something. Double duty. It's like I can't help right now. I'm fighting.
We're gonna go back to Ottoman after this and leave your ship here or wherever. Split up from there.
Yeah, just I may fly back. I don't know. I decide what I'll do. Sometimes I stay out here, sometimes I fly back. If I fly back, it's just, you know, everybody burns at their own pace. So, 29 seconds away, even if we see a bunch of stuff on D-scan, we capture it. Everybody make sure you're within range.
Locals dropped, no suspects, just the same war targets that's been here for quite some time, couple of nukes.
We're going to get paid tier 4.
With only 6 in here this time instead of 11.
Hey.
Being promoted.
Oh, I've been promoted.
12.5.
What is this? Oh, standings increase. Okay. So, yep, 12,000. So, 25 million. What that equals. And I got promoted. Ooh. I'm getting some of my standings back from that blue I killed. So, all right. Well, for the fleet, that's pretty much it. I guess we're close enough to Onamon. I'm going back there. So, good show, everybody, on our skills today. We captured some, so that was nice.
Active.
I don't know what I ended up with. So, I don't know. I've ended up with 75,000 loyalty points or something like that. I'm not sure, but if it is 75,000, I'll turn that into about 150 million. So, and I didn't lose a ship.
Yeah, neither did I. Wow.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna have our last drawing here. About 1 minute, and then will be it for today. Except if you're wanting to see the Play Money movie trailer, I will play it on my Twitch, on the Markee Dragon Twitch. If you're not there and you want to see it, you're going to have to head over there. Otherwise, for YouTube and the CCP Twitch channel, we'll shutting those down before I play that. Rotor Kid and Spartani, thank you for follows. I don't play my faction warfare all the time, and so I typically move her to her implants when I don't play her for at least a few days, so she gets that extra skill gain. Actually, I do that with almost all of my characters.
Warp drive active.
Okay, just put the finishing touches on this. And drum roll, please. The winner is Peter K. Peter K.
Warp drive active.
So, Peter, congratulations. Check your email. If there's more than one of you, then if you don't see the email within a couple minutes, then it wasn't you. That's one of the things about this is I don't know 100%. But I'm going to see if I can put in to where you guys can put in a message whenever you put in the entry. And then can bark that out. So... Okay, so those of you watching on YouTube and on the CCP Twitch channels, this is it. Thank you for being here today. And those of you on the CCP channel, I will be on again next Friday.